Hey, good day, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? My name is Attorney Charles Zabala here from Zabala Texas Law. I'm an immigration lawyer and we're located here in beautiful Houston, Texas, but we can help you no matter where you are in the USA or even if you're abroad because we're licensed to practice immigration law in all the states. I've kind of been MIA a little bit making videos. I've just been busy with family, life, and all that stuff. Don't think I forgot about you guys. But I have an interesting video today to talk about President Biden's, it's called the Keeping Families Together. It was also known as parole. It was something that happened this summer of 2024, but now it's on pause. I'll explain to you what's going on. And this is for people who are married to US citizens who are trying to get their green card, or if you're a stepchild of a US citizen. This was a program that was created to help benefit you guys. However, unfortunately, there's some fighting litigation going on right now in the courtroom, so it's currently on pause. But I'm gonna give you a rundown of what it is. Okay, let's start all the way back to the beginning. If you are married to a US citizen, you can get your green card. And I'm always going to say married. I mean, there's multiple ways to get a green card if you're a family member, a child, married to a citizen. But for this example, I'm just going to talk about marriage because that's kind of what this program was about for immediate families. So if you're married to a US citizen, you are allowed to get your green card. The only thing is they're going to look at, well, are you in the country legally? Did you enter the country legally? Or are you here illegally? If you're here illegally or you entered without permission and you've been here, normally you have to do what's called consular processing, which means you can start your process here in the USA, but eventually you have to go back to your country and you have to go to an interview there. And a lot of people don't like to do that, right? Because they're gonna say, well, look, I'm scared. What if I go back and they don't approve me and then I can't come back into the USA? Or it's just too scary. I've never even been in that country. They brought me here over as a child. There's a lot of reasons why people wouldn't want to go back. And I understand that. The other option is if you came into this country legally and then you overstayed for whatever reason, or if you're still here legally, then you could apply to get your green card here in the USA without having to leave. That's perfect. But not everyone's in that situation, right? So this is exactly what this Keeping Families Together or a parole in place that Biden came up with this summer is supposed to address. So hypothetically, what this is if you're in the USA undocumented or illegally, and you are married to a US citizen, and you've been married to each other for the past 10 years, right? And they're basing this all off of June 2024. So you have to have been married already for that long. You have to have been in the USA for approximately 10 years already as of that June date. So remember, you're married to a US citizen and been in the USA for 10 years, you can then apply for what would be called parole. And what would happen is this. Parole is just a magic little word. So you would apply, it's a government form, actually it was an online form that they did it for this one. You would apply, you would send all the evidence that you would need, and remember, you need to show proof of marriage to a citizen, proof that you've been here 10 years. Also, they want to know about your criminal history if you have that along those lines, because there's some things that will make you ineligible. Either way, let's say you apply, then if you were approved, they would say, congratulations, you've been paroled in. And what does that mean? I've been paroled in. It's just a magical little keyword that says, technically we are here in the country legally. Even though you didn't go anywhere by magic, by approving that your little parole in place, you are now here legally. Which remember, if you're here legally and you're married to a citizen, you can now do all your paperwork here in the USA, right? So that was huge. This was big news for everybody that was eligible for it. So we had a few clients that we were starting to apply. Everyone was excited. But unfortunately, what happened is some states said, whoa, 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 President Biden, you don't have the right to do this. You're overstepping your authority as an executive action, so to say. So they kind of filed a lawsuit to do what's called an injunction or a stay, where they say, Judge, while we figure this out, please put this on pause, right? So that's what's happening now. This has been on pause pretty much 2 weeks since it came back in June. And it's kind of frustrating for a lot of people, right? So during the meantime, right now, it is paused. They're going to make a significant decision about this probably sometime in November 2024. But in the meantime, this is what you can do. You can still apply. You will still go get your fingerprints done. However, immigration will not issue out a decision until they figure out what's going on here with what's going to happen with the lawsuit. Because if the judge says, okay, you're right, we can't do this anymore, and they throw it out, USCIS is going to have to throw out all those applications. Very similar to what they did with DACA. When was it? When Trump was president, when they tried to reopen DACA. So I think that's what's going to be happening. So if you're eligible for this, it's important to know what it is and if you qualify, right? And if you want to, please give us a call. You know, we can explain to you what's happening. We'll explain to you the risks, the pros and cons, and then you can decide. If this does end up passing, this will be fantastic, because this will be a huge breath of fresh air for a lot of families, because they'll be able to get their residency, and in time they can get their citizenship. But you know, just like everything, there's nothing without any legal challenges. So right now, they're currently finding it out. But whenever there is a new information about this that's significant, I will definitely be making a video, and then we can figure out how we can go from there, okay? But remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you need anything, my name is Charles Zavala. You can call the phone number there on the screen. You can go to our website, schedule an appointment. All appointments are going to be with me via the phone. Be careful, there's people out there who are always trying to pretend to be our business. It won't. This is our only phone number. This is how we do it. Schedule it, and all phone calls will be with me over the phone. Thank you. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.